What is up YouTube, LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some more Clicker Heroes once again. Just pushing along here, trying to kind of squeeze out any extra zones I can. We are actually transcending here in a minute. Quite a few Ancient Souls coming in. I've overshot this by probably 2 or 3 Ascensions. I just haven't had the time to transcend, so it made sense to try to squeeze out a couple extra zones. Very inefficient, honestly. These last, realistically, like 24 hours are pretty inefficient. We could have stopped way earlier on this run. We zoomed up really quick. Got tons of hero souls by like here and like grind it out just a little bit more. It wasn't really worth it, but again, it's better than doing nothing. I actually sent this guy Nancio on a 2-day quest, which is really scary. We got some big ruby possibilities here. I'm trying to debate level 14. We have the extra life. You know what? I'm gonna take the risk. I'm going to bed very, very soon, which is also a bad time to transcend, but I know I can work on it throughout the day a little bit. I can at least set up a run like at the beginning of the day, I should say. Not really throughout the day, but I can at least set up a run to kind of get it going a little bit in the morning and maybe get something rolling. We're going to beat this, and then we're going to transcend, I think. We're not going to get through another one, so it doesn't make sense. I didn't have all the auto-clickers clicking because they just weren't really necessary. What I'm going to do real quick, too, is make sure we take down the boss. We've been moving up. You can see that we've had, what is that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people attack, and it's already getting really low. We're starting to zoom pretty well. We actually had a quick shout-out to Bach, who paid for an extra attack here. I can buy tomorrow. Is at 500. Looks like people are trying to force in the buying basically in this clan, even before we implement any strategy behind it, where we kind of have people pay for their runs. We'll finish it here easily. I mean, we're clicking for so much. I mean, I barely clicked, and we used a couple seconds there just to beat it up real quick. It's kind of starting to boom. You need quite a few Immortal Souls to buy that one. Definitely an expensive one. But anyways, let's transcend. Real quick, actually, I did show you guys the Ascension sheet, but that's what we're looking at. This is how the Transcendence is looking. Again, I should have did it actually a little over 25 hours ago. Yeah, 25 hours ago, I guess. Probably about 30 hours ago I should have did it. Yeah, I think it was like a 75 mark, because I was right on par with roughly where these ones were, like my 75 ones. I remember thinking a mental note when I was progressing. I'm like, man, I really should go now, because it's not going to get too much more, but hey, what can you do? We are over 500 Ancient Souls, which is kind of crazy. I want to say, honestly, our TP should have probably shot up a decent bit there. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's pop in, throw this in the calculator here, see what we're looking at for Ancient Souls. How many are we at right now? I didn't even look. 578. Okay. 578. I honestly think we're definitely going to break 30,000. I think this run. We'll see, but I think we're going to beat it. Dropping quite a bit here into Chore. Going straight in with 12. 51 into Fan. 51. Sweet. 20 into Ponyboy, and then 19 into Borb. Pretty easy. 20. And then 19 here, so kind of go through that, get that rolling. What else are we looking at? 7. Okay. It's still been having us put quite a few into boosting Atman here. We're getting up there, almost at 200% on that. And then 252. Okay. 2, 5, 2. I don't think we've been putting much into Dora, right? Recently? Maybe we've actually have been. Maybe we've been putting around the same amount. I don't really know. Probably should turn this off. Max here. Just kind of manually get some of these in. Get ourselves rolling. We're gonna fly through this first ascension, and kind of get the ball rolling here. I'm excited to see kind of where we get going. I really think we're gonna start really speeding up. Like I said, we kind of already did a little bit. If I didn't waste literally 25 hours, 30 hours for no reason, we would be much further. So this clan Sunday, honestly, by tomorrow, I don't know if I'll beat my highest zone ever. I kind of doubt it, because I record the next episode tomorrow, which means this one's not going to be the most. It's not going to have probably the most info in it, but I'm going to try to get a decent jump here. But honestly, it might only be kind of next run, kind of give you guys an update on how our second run in the ascensions going. But I'll pop in and give you guys an update at some point, and we'll see kind of where we're at. Alright, so I actually just finished the first ascension here. It took 13 minutes, so it was me kind of slacking around letting it sit. I actually spent a little bit of re-rolling on moving around and putting things into Sam, which we don't actually have unlocked yet here. I respec'd my jug, so now what we're going to do is pop in here. Again, I could buy all and honestly just start off no problem. Yeah, maybe shouldn't have done that, but I think we're going to stick with it. I want to test it out, actually. I haven't done that. We may not have enough to want to do that yet. I forgot that it used to be at one point that it only cost like 52,000, but I forgot that it was updated. Now it's like 200 something thousand. I think 250,000, right? Something like that to buy them all. Nonetheless, not really a big deal still. It won't make a huge difference, and honestly, we don't necessarily want this to go super long. But normally I'll do my first run, my first ascension after idle, rather than going hybrid right off the bat. But you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we get it rolling. Again, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. Shut that up to max and buy these up and get it going. And realistically, I think we'll be off to a pretty good start. I think we're going to fly through it. We're getting down toward the beginning of my runs, are almost down to 2 monsters of zone. Not quite. That'll be super nice when that can actually happen, when Kuma kind of adds up to do that right after ascending. For our first one, if we can get right into 2, it'll be nice, because honestly, I push up over normally like 1,000 zones, which just seems to take... It seems to take a while to really get moving up there, to get up that far. And when you're not efficient zoning, it just kind of sucks. It's like, do you ascend early? You know, I hate kind of the waiting for things. We need more in both of these. I gotta stop buying maxed, or stop buying more, I should say. Waiting for the gold treasures there. Our idol just kicked in, which is about what we have there. Kind of let that hang out for a minute. But yeah, those three even those 3 guilds, 4 guilds, I guess we got. Oh yeah, 4 guilds you get off the get-go. They had quite a big percent at this point. Definitely not a bad percent. Almost 3,000% bonus damage. Just let you just AFK. Like, I don't even need to buy the rest of these. I don't need to come down and buy all this, but kind of do it anyways. Probably should slow down again, otherwise things are going to cost too much, so we can't just upgrade it all at once. Cool, our first relic of the run. Not like it's going to matter, but it's super cooks. The timer on these is going to be really bad still. Like, this is still... and it lasts. It's a 42-minute cooldown, so I have really 1 push active at the end of the run, basically. I'm gonna see if I can get through this run tonight and get kind of started on another one before I go to bed. But it is already pretty late, so I don't know if that's gonna end up happening. I did obviously claim the 8 from the raids here. Who's been doing these, Bonk? Yeah, I would say it's got to be one of our people a bit further along. But doing pretty good. A lot of people level 6. I feel like Illuminati and Jacob have to hit it soon. I feel like they gotta be 6 soon. It's hard to tell sometimes, but there should be no reason those 2, I don't think. Especially Jacob. I think Illuminati, if I'm not mistaken, has more of a reason not to, as in he was late. But we've been getting so much. I mean, we're claiming so much a day now. I would have, like, yeah, I would have already been, I think the last one, was only like 8,000 or something, right? Something like that. So we would have almost been able to buy it again off another whole fresh level, so but this one's expensive. They do get really expensive. However, your click damage gets amplified. Pretty crazy. You see, I barely get to do any damage. You know, that's what we did. I barely clicked. Just had the 3 auto clickers going for like 5 seconds. That's what we hit there. So we'd be hitting up roughly around the 2 mil mark as well, I assume, because our damage is roughly about what they do. It'd be somewhere in between those 2 for sure. So we'd be able to get some big damage in. But yeah, if we get the, I mean, these are, and the other people that attacked were 3 of our level 5s, the big noobs here. But hopefully we get that going. Bach buying the extra battle definitely helped let us push that faster, but it's expensive. I mean, you think I only have 600 rubies. For me to go and buy that right now, with me needing to save for time-lapsing and stuff, and especially not wanting to slow down the series, it's a little rough for me right now, so I don't want to really start getting into that. And again, I don't want to make it a formal schedule yet. Like I said, it is coming. We talked about it last episode. I don't really want to go into it again. If you did miss that, we kind of talked about how that's most likely going to go, just so that is out there. we'll do that. We don't really buy any more guild, or buy or allocate any more guilds because we don't leave ourselves with many hero souls left. But you can already see we're already can descend for so much, but we literally just let this push out. It'll get up to, you know, like I said, a little over 1,000, and we'll be in good shape. But again, this is pretty much it for this episode. Nothing really going on. I think we moved up 1%, which is that one achievement we got actually here. This one will come very, very soon, and honestly, that's gonna come pretty soon after. I'm telling you, the game booms. We are at an explosive part of the game. You know, my 5th ascension, we're gonna be getting 80 ancient souls. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something like that. We're gonna jump up a lot. I mean, that's kind of a guess, but it's going to jump up for sure. We'll energize that, even though really no point, and I'll honestly reload it, even though that doesn't matter. Just habit. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, guys, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys next episode, which will be on Sunday. I believe it'll be our clan Sunday. We'll be going through the comments on the last Sunday's video, kind of having a good time with that. So yeah, I'll hopefully catch you guys there, and yeah, as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.